Well, the news from the SMS Stadium is that Kolkata Knight Riders have completed the win. Didn't really break a sweat while getting there. Didn't seem like it. Seemed quite easy-paced and never really in any threat of losing those 2 points. Well, the Rajasthan Royals had batted first half. They were put in by Dinesh Karthik and only got 160 on. I'm Gaurav Kapur. I have with me Mr. Harsha Bhogle and Mr. Simon Doull, who will now talk over this scorecard, as you can see, with seven balls to spare, 7 wickets in hand.
Your timing on that was incredible.
It was just incredible. Just as I thought they'd show you, they show the scorecard.
People don't want to see us. They want to see that score. Oh, okay.
By the way, I'll tell you, if we show that scorecard again, I'll show you something. If we show you that scorecard again, I'll show you something. Oh, that's gone. There was an extra H at the end of match. It's gone. Somebody corrected it very quickly.
Very well done.
People are moving quick in the middle of the night. Well done. But the Kolkata Knight Riders, there you go. You have Dinesh Karthik, the captain. We were talking about the fact before that it was starting to look like if Andre Russell doesn't perform, you don't get a KKR win.
Big thing, isn't it? It's a big thing. KKR won a good match against a good team with no contribution from Andre Russell.
Not a ball bowled, not a ball batted.
And that they can do it is a big plus for them, that they could win without. They're getting a very good Indian batting core there, which is always very important in the IPL.
True.
Robin Uthappa, Nitish Rana, Dinesh Karthik, and they're all looking in good form. Gee, the Uthappa's looking good.
Uthappa's always been a key for Kolkata, hasn't he? If he bats well, if he gets his 50s, 60s, 70s, they play very well. You throw in Narayan's contribution tonight, very good. 48 tonight for Robbie Uthappa. He'd love to go on. He'd love to have finished it off with a 75, 80 not out. But that contribution at the top, after losing a very early wicket of Chris Lynn, was outstanding, I thought.
He's done that 2 in a row now. He's set up games. 2 in a row, he's set up games. He's not finished them
and
yet.
they cruised, you're right, Gaurav. They just cruised, I think. They didn't break a sweat. DK had it under control with Nitish Rana, who will be man of the match. Come on.
For his bowling?
2 for 11. And 35,
that's it.
And 35
with Simon Doull, he's not giving it to a batsman. He says Nitish Rana wins it for his
2 for 11
bowling.
and 35 not out.
35 is not impressive. It's the bowling is.
Not out though. Not out's impressive.
Not out's impressive for sure. But there you go.
But look at him in the victories.
He's contributed in every victory. That 59 against Delhi Daredevils. And he likes 2 for 11, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You think it's his birthday.
And he must save those.
By the way, I have to tell you.
That was one over. First game.
Yeah.
2 overs second this game.
And I'll always remember the stat because it's my wedding anniversary. The 2nd of November. 2/11.
Oh.
There you go.
You just miss it.
Nitish.
You just miss it.
Celebrate our anniversary together now. It's just you and me. My wife can wait, that's fine.
But it's a better day by just a day.
Which is?
3rd of November.
Your birthday.
No.
Then?
My anniversary.
I thought you had to do with it. Simon, jump in. You have something in November.
No, just saying.
A mother's birthday.
If he forgets, make sure you don't.
You don't get to that many years of happy wedded bliss by forgetting anniversaries. Let me tell you, that's the secret. You don't.
We started with Nitish Rana, though.
We started with Nitish Rana. We will come back to him.
Anniversaries.
We will come back to him. We won't just come back to him. We'll actually come back to the entire KKR lineup because there was a lot of questions asked about this KKR team, and I think it's great validation for Dinesh Karthik, for their squad, for how they bought in the auction, for the India players, for the fact that they had Chris Lane, they had Andre Russell. Oh, these are our big guns today. Neither of them did anything, and they still cruised. 160 is not a small target, make no mistake.
Well, they're overseas players today. Okay, Narayan went the distance with the ball.
Yes.
Russell didn't bowl. Lynn got out very early. So it didn't contribute a lot. Narayan with the bat, yes, okay, at the top, but the overseas players didn't contribute a lot. Brilliant bowling from Chola, from Kuldeep Yadav, Nitish Rana with a couple of...
got those 2 wickets, of course, we saw,
wickets.
But he got them in the end. He got them in the end.
Exactly. Yeah. So, Mavi learning, but there's a lot of promise there. So they're getting everything they possibly can out of their Indian players, and that is the key to winning this tournament.
You know, when you sit and analyze teams at the start of a tournament, there's one factor you can never budget in, which is what is the team culture, what's the team environment, is everyone growing in that team environment, are they feeling good? So you can't budget that in because you don't know.
Yeah.
And now when you see the likes of Uthappa coming up, then Nitish Rana coming up, Dinesh Karthik coming up, something is happening in that team that is right. And we don't know, it's something you cannot quantify, but something in that team is right.
Yeah, we've seen that happen in the past with a lot of teams. The teams who get that right are the ones who win. And you see a lot of teams with a lot of talent, but somehow the rhythm is just not there.
It's
And
3-2 though. It's not 3-0. It's 3-2 though.
Fair enough.
Okay,
We're just talking about their performance today, and talking about in comparison to how people were judging them before this tournament began.
To be fair,
looking at the squad.
To be fair, I was worried about them too.
Yeah.
I thought that much like Rajasthan Royals, they'd built a good first 11, but they might have been very thin on resources. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, each of their 4 overseas players started having a cloud over him.
Yeah.
So I must confess, I was a little worried about
Well,
that.
we talked about it in the pre-show before the tournament started, and it was all about their first 11.
Yeah.
But if they had 2 or 3 injuries through the tournament, they would struggle. At the moment, they haven't had them. They've had 1 injury, and Marvy's come in and he's done a good job as a replacement. So that's fine.
Yeah.
If they remain injury-free, they're a contender. They're a title contender, a genuine one. But if they have a couple of injuries, that's when we were all going to be a little bit worried about them. The depth or strength and depth, I think, of Kolkata may be their testing point.
Let's have a look at the points table and see where they are stacked up, where KKR is standing, where, well, actually all the other teams are standing. They're standing right at top of the table. They have played 5 matches compared to all the others, so they have played the most matches. SRH, of course, have 6 points, but from 3 games. They're going to be playing tomorrow, as we know, against Kings 11 Punjab. So those 2 teams, well, at least SRH will get a chance of sort of jumping over them, or Kings 11, or jumping level there. But you like seeing that. But here's the strange thing. You've got 2 really favoured teams in the beginning. You've got Mumbai Indians and RCB languishing there at the bottom, and Delhi Daredevils with Gautam Gambhir as captain.
Also, we thought Delhi Daredevils had picked 12 this year in the auction. So MI, RCB, DD down. I tell you, it's like that. It's like a 10,000 meter race where they're a bunch at the back. You're waiting. You think that the big guns are going to make that big move forward.
Yeah.
But if they do make that big move forward, this is going to be a fantastic IPL.
It really will. And out of all these teams, if you just bring up the points table once again, you say 3 wins out of the first 3 for SRH are probably fair to say that they are probably in that bunch of 10,000 meter runners. They are slightly ahead. They are just slightly ahead because honestly, they need 5, or if they get 6 wins out of their remaining 11 games, 6 out of 11 and they're through, because at 9 you're definitely through at 18 points.
Most days you're through with 18.
They're probably Mo Farah at the moment.
Yeah.
I think SRH, and they're the favourites. They're very short price favourites to make the Final 4 and be racing for gold at some stage. But they could slip up. I still think they're a 160 team.
Yeah.
A 150, 160 team. I think if they... Is it Mohali tomorrow?
Yes.
It is in Mohali. Okay. So tomorrow's a test for them, because I think if... Let's say Kings 11 bat first, get 170, 180, 190, 200 like they did the other day. That's when I think it'll be the biggest test for SRH. I think they're a perfectly balanced 150 team, 160 team. But they've got a brilliant bowling attack.
Their bowlers are the ones who make sure that the batsmen don't have to work too hard and do something too extraordinary. Talk about the Rajasthan Royals. What went wrong in their bowling effort according to you?
You know, we thought I honestly thought that Jaydev Unadkat was going to be a key if they play on slightly slowish surfaces. I thought Unadkat, Dhaval, Kulkarni, Ben Stokes. We thought they'd be short on spin at the start of the tournament. Gautam has had another good match. Shreyas Gopal has had another decent match, but they're losing out with their key players. And Unadkat last year, playing on those sluggish surfaces, was an excellent bowler for Rising Pune, and that is what upped his price this year, because the price is always 1 year later than performance.
Absolutely correct.
So that's come there. But I don't know. It's each person reacts to a price tag differently. So it's easy for us to say from the outside the price tag is hurting him, but he's just become that one-dimensional bowler. So I saw Dinesh Karthik today. They hit him for 2 sixes, didn't they?
Yes.
They're almost waiting for that one ball.
Well, they're putting pressure on him because they know he's under pressure. And so what happens is, they sniff out the weak link. In the pack, you've got a pack and you sniff out the weak link and you hunt them down. And at the moment, Unadkat is that weak link. 1.8 million US, 11 crore, I think he went for in the auction. Therefore, he is under pressure to perform. He's the highest paid Indian in the tournament this year. Perform, son. Earn your paycheck. And he's not. So every game that he doesn't, he gets under more pressure. And so the batsmen go out there, they sniff that, and DK more than anyone will know, Indian teammate, I know you're under pressure, young man. I've seen it.
Also, he knows the pressure of being on a big price tag himself.
Correct.
So he probably knows it.
He's done the same thing. So that was a bit of an issue for them. The sooner they can get Jofra Archer fit and back into that lineup, the better off they will be. He is a quality 2020 bowler. He'll do more damage than Ben Lachlan will. As much as I like Ben Lachlan, great to have in your team as a part-time player, a guy who can fill a role if you need him, but they need Jofra Archer back.
I looked at the bowling figures and I thought, when did Ben Lachlan go for that many runs? Because I thought he had a good match.
Yeah.
And I think at his pace, if he bowls a perfect ball, he's fine. But if he drifts either side of that perfect length, he'll go for runs because he's not the quickest. So I thought he had a good game. I looked at his numbers and he was so expensive.
But that's the thing, KKR today just milked the bowling without sort of incident or without grandeur. They just kept milking it without...
It's the kind of game they'll look back and say, yeah, it's the kind of game that will satisfy you very much.
Exactly, because it was like
they were never in trouble.
It was a gentle trot and they just get to the end.
I need to do a 5K run today, so I'm just going to go out and I'm just going to cruise my 5Ks.
Yeah.
I don't have to put too much pressure.
Not everyone can.
No, I know.
5K, just little.
I thought he'd pick up on the horse reference more. Dooley was like, "Ooh, that's interesting. The horses are out to play.
Exactly.
A 5K walk?
Now we are talking. A 5K drive?
Now he's talking.
I'm your man. Sports car?
You don't even drive.
I don't.
So you arrive in the back of the car tonight.
Yeah, if I'm driven in a sports car, that's
exactly.
just, that's too posh, man. That's too posh for a guy from a street like me. But anyway, tomorrow, let's talk about tomorrow's game now, because it's interesting with Sunrisers Hyderabad are playing tomorrow. They are 3 from 3. They've had a dream start really to this tournament. But they're up, as Dooley said, in Mohali, which is very interesting because if Kings 11 does bat first, and let's say the Sunrisers Hyderabad bowlers have a mediocre day compared to a Chris Gayle having a brilliant day, all these combinations come together and they do get to 180, 185, then that batting lineup is, according to Simon, in a bit of trouble.
I mean, now you have to play Chris Gayle, right?
Yeah.
I think the original idea was maybe you won't play
Dropping
Chris
the man of the match from the
Come on.
previous game
So
in the
now they
same
have to play
ground
him?
is brutal.
Now they have to play him. Now they're hoping that Chris Gayle won't have that up and down kind of season. But the other day, that bat swing was there. The bat swing connects, and there's no ground in the world that's big enough for him.
Yeah.
And he was just his old laughing self. He desperately wanted to play against RCB in Bangalore.
Yeah, he did.
I said, I thought I saw you walking with a limb. No, man! He said, and he started laughing again. If I ask him, is that a bottle of water? He'll laugh.
Yeah.
If you ask him,
You have no
he'll
idea.
laugh.
You have no idea.
So the counter-attack tomorrow, all right?
Yes.
Kings 11 play Chris Gayle. Sunrisers play who? Who gets him out? All the time. Come on.
Who
Come
gets
on.
Chris Gayle out. Ashwin's got him out.
Sharma.
Sandeep Sharma with that.
yeah.
effect. With that
He
incident.
went through two seasons.
Yes.
Every time they came up against Chris Gayle, bang, bang,
Right,
knock
yeah.
him over.
That's
knock
right.
him over. Sandeep Sharma, when he was at Kings 11.
Yeah, when he was at Kings
He was at
11
Kings,
and Gayle was at RCB, he got him out
would
both
knock
times.
him over.
That's right, he would knock him over.
So that's their countermeasure tomorrow. That's Sunrisers. We're going to play Sandeep Sharma. You play Gayle, we'll play our ace.
Yeah. But you don't see that till later. So what if you load your deck with that card and then the other card
and then you can't find it. You're shuffling through the deck and you can't find it. Where's it gone?
It's an interesting one.
It's up my sleeve. That's where it is.
Bhuvi, Sandeep Sharma. I just wanted they'll go that way.
Billy
Both.
Stanlake. Well, that's the other thing. All right. If Gayle opens the batting, Billy Stanlake will. There'll be some head music. There'll be some chin music tomorrow.
Yeah, there will
night.
be. Yeah.
Absolutely, because they know that he is. Look, Chris Gayle, brilliant the other night, but he's still a little bit older.
He's
and
not
a
twinkle
little
toes.
bit, a little bit slower.
Yeah,
and he still does not like the short ball if it's quick.
And he did Ranatunga the other day. He walked a single.
Correct. Correct.
But
So
look, he's
expect
been
Billy
great.
Stanlake to go upstairs very, very early tomorrow if Gayle plays.
We obviously yet to hear from Aaron Finch. I mean, we really are. Like I was saying the other day, he came back from his wedding. He obviously didn't serve enough eggs there because he's been collecting eggs here.
And both first ball.
Ande lao, ande kahan hai? He's got two
If
first
this
ball
was a
ducks.
Hindi movie,
Yeah.
if this was a Hindi movie, straight away the script writer would be saying, "Bivi ka haath hai, kalank hai," or whatever.
Yeah, they'd be saying some stuff like that. But listen,
Terrible.
Marriage is not easy, man. And now he knows. You know, things change.
But he's come here and left her at home.
Has he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's it. He's come here and left her at home.
So maybe she needs
Your
to come
good
by
luck
and
charm is sitting at home, Finchy.
Oh,
You
come
gotta
on.
get her here. You gotta get your missus here, and that's why. No, but really, I mean, Aaron Finch is honestly a couple of minutes, a couple of strikes away from getting back into that dangerous Aaron
Yeah,
Finch.
we know the quality of the player.
Yeah.
He will find it at some stage in this tournament. I mean, I'm sure the Sunrisers hope it's not tomorrow.
If you remember what
he will
Ashwin said at
find
the toss. Ashwin said at the toss, he said, we've got a straight swap, David Miller goes out, Aaron Finch comes in, because we believe Aaron Finch is among the best white ball players in the world.
Yeah.
So
He totally is.
they back him enormously.
And the interesting thing is that even like Finch is one of those rare players who's effective opening or at 5, 6. You pretty much.
I think
play
he's more effective opening.
For sure, which is what
Personally,
Australia does.
Yeah,
so you're going like
personally,
using
I
that.
think he's more effective at the top. Yes, they'll try and bowl some spin to him still, but with the field up and the strength of Aaron Finch, at the top of the order is where he is best suited, in my opinion. But can they fit him in there? What do?
They can't. They've got Rahul and
Well,
Gale
that's
playing
the
at the
problem.
top.
That's the problem. Now that Chris Gale's gone out and scored runs, they can't drop Gale. So what do? Maybe they just have to keep him down at 5.
There's
4 or
something
5.
about these Karnataka boys this year. KL Rahul is batting like a dream. He's so beautiful to watch. Karun Nair is batting well. Mayank Agarwal's had a good season. Ravi Uthappa is just batting so well. There's something about those boys. I know Uthappa played for Saurashtra this year. Before all you guys start telling me, I don't know.
But maybe they just like getting away from Bangalore.
Could well be.
It does take a
But the
while to
batting-
get away
but the
from
batting-
Bangalore.
I don't know.
It takes a long while to get away from Bangalore.
I enjoy
You need
going
3
to
hours to get to the airport.
I enjoy going to Bangalore. Maybe they just like getting away from Bangalore.
You never know.
Yeah, but they're batting well and they've got a good leggy as well in their team.
Apparently, last time when I said that it's no longer Garden City and it's Pothole City, people were like, "Oh no, you can't." Well, there is construction happening. You've driven on the roads. I'm not making this up. There's construction and rubble everywhere in every Indian city, pretty much, because we are a
India's
country under construction.
Correct.
That's
India's
right.
national bird is not the peacock, it's the crane.
Very good, Harsha Bhogle. Very good.
On that note, we are going to break the set down.
humor, sorry.
Sorry, I never said that.
That was really funny, actually. I quite like that.
Good, I like it.
I quite like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it was very good.
I just like how Simon Doull and Gaurav Kapur have become judges for Harsha Bhogle. Well done. Good effort, young lad. Well done. That was a good joke indeed. So tomorrow's the game. Sunrisers Hyderabad are playing Kings 11 Punjab in Mohali. We, of course, will be here at 7:30. The 3 of us will be here at 7:30. We're going to spend the entire night working on our jokes, and we're going to be here at 7:30 in the morning. But before that, about Joy Factor.
Yes.
Even when Joy is not here, he leaves these pearls of joy. Did I say joy? I mean abject torture for us to solve.
He's sold us down the river tonight.
He did sell us down the river a little bit. First, we'll show you the question, then we'll tell you why he sold us down the river without a paddle. This is the question.
Yes, who should be the first name in the list?
Yeah, so now what has happened is that apparently one name in this list is missing, right? Shane Watson is supposed to be in there somewhere as well.
Joy he didn't want to make it too easy.
No, I'll tell you what has happened is that Watson got lost. Sherlock went to look for him. Has not been able to find him. But somebody who's given us the answer despite not knowing this is the father of Sherlock Holmes. You should tell everyone you're the greatest detective in the world. Because the answer is?
The answer is someone you won't remember very well. It's come up there, Siddharth Trivedi. But he'd come in off this funny action and he'd bowl, but every time he'd give you 4 overs. So of all man of the match in Rajasthan Royals winning streak at home, that is over.
So it's gone. 9. It was 9.
It's gone. Yeah.
It was 9 games and it's now gone.
It's now gone.
That's
Because
it.
they lost today.
Done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gone.
It's over. By the way, when you said funny action, just for a second, what did you mean by funny action? Because a lot of people in the Royals at one time had funny actions.
There was one period. There was one period in the Rajasthan Royals side where all of them had. Okay, now I'm going to find the right word for this.
Well, no, they all
a
threw
little
it.
kink.
There you go.
No, they all threw it. In some way or another, they all did that. It was like, I thought I was watching darts. All I needed to see was a can of beer on one side. Give it this one. Goodness me.
Then I'm searching for the nice, polite
That's the word. That's the word. Hey, listen. I mean,
we're here to be honest, aren't we?
that's true.
We're not here to sugarcoat
The
things.
internet is about honesty.
Well, Kevin Cooper. Hey, he should have been at the Ali Pally. 180.
I tell you, we had to announce a winner for the Joy Factor, but that clearly was the winning move of the evening. It really was. We've got to give Dooley that. But we have a winner of the Joy Factor as well. Let's pull the name out, please. Congratulations, Manish Sudini. That sounds
Sounds like
suspiciously
Houdini. doesn't it?
Houdini.
Sounds like Houdini.
Who's pulled a rabbit out of the hat
He's
by
got out
giving
of
us
that
the
one.
name without us putting Watson in there. So well done, Mr. Sudini. Congratulations. I wanted to give you the red table, but it's too small a gift for you now. It really is.
We're going to
because-
give you a dartboard.
Yeah, we're giving you a
We're
dartboard.
giving you a dartboard
Practice.
It's never happened to me before. I'm searching for this word. I'm searching.
Some days, Mr. Bhogle, the good man in you has to leave it to the irreverent children.
You know, the reason is nobody on television, we're not television, digital, nobody on television, he's chucking. So I'm trying to get
You're trying to be nice. It's just, we've got to be honest about these things. Look, they weren't all called at any one stage, but a lot of them threw it. We're just at it. That's
Sometimes you don't need to be told. Sometimes you just know things. You really do. That's the thing with superpowers.
all of them, there's one match where all 5 are bowling like
There you go. It's coming out now.
Now it's out. Come on.
20 overs of darts. Well, so that's all we have time for today. Honestly, I know you want to hear a lot more, especially in the mood that we're in. But before we get pulled up, arrested, thrown out of the country. I don't know.
Thrown. Yeah, good work. Thrown out.
Thrown
like it.
out of the country.
Yeah.
We should get out of here while the going's still good. I'd like to thank Mr. Simon Doull, Mr. Harsha Bhogle. Thank you very much.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you for the candor.
Thank you.
And after the candor, it's the door for us. We're out of here. I'm Gaurav Kapur saying good night. We're going to see you tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. We're going to be in the same kind of mood. We hope you are in as well. Thank you for watching Cricbuzz Live. Good night. Bye-bye.